Hey, Light Warriors. Today we're going to discuss the importance of DNA activation. DNA activation is a term widely used in the spiritual community, and it's also starting to be used in the scientific community. But as we know, both of these communities are the same, and it's about changing the narrative that the controllers had on this hidden knowledge so that we could all improve our everyday lives. So, Dr. Bruce Lipton is one of the scientists that speak about DNA activation or the study of epigenetics. So, what is epigenetics? It is the study between cellular and physiological traits, or the external and environmental factors that turn our genes on and off. This defines how our cells actually read genes. This shows the true potential of the human mind and cells in our body. The controllers of the narrative programmed that you only use 6% of your brain's potential and that you have junk DNA. But actually, Light Warriors, 93% of the function of DNA is light and sound reception and transmission. And when we are able to activate our DNA, there will be so much more available to us, so many more abilities that are available to us, and an overall improvement of both our physical and mental health. So the controllers of the narrative tried to block the main attributes that you need for DNA activation. And this is done by light, sound, and subconscious programs blocking this from happening. The sunlight is important. So you need to be out in the sun. The sunlight is very important for us, and it resonates in our DNA. But there have been many attempts to disconnect our people from the sunlight. Sound is also very important for DNA activation. The 528 hertz frequency resonates in the DNA. 432 hertz is the homeostasis, the frequency of the universe, and that's why we need to be out in nature. However, mainstream media has been tuned to 440 hertz frequency, and this frequency is furthest from all of the natural core creative frequencies. Now, sometimes, Light Warriors, you might hear some music and it makes you feel good, and sometimes you might hear something and it gives a lot of stress and anxiety. And look around and see our society and how many people today are suffering from anxiety and depression. This is because DNA activation has been blocked, whether it's removing the light, tuning into frequencies that do not serve our greatest purpose, and the subconscious programs that are in our mind. 95% of your everyday life is dictated by subconscious programs. And these subconscious programs are running all day long. And your everyday life experience is going to be based off of these subconscious programs. So when we're getting enough sunlight, when we're listening and consuming sound or music that is tuned to the 528 hertz and 432 hertz frequencies, when we dissolve subconscious programs that are blocking DNA activation, well, Light Warrior, you will become the person that you came here to be. You've heard that a few times, right? So when we activate our DNA, we begin to communicate with our DNA and take charge of our personal programs. This is how we become the person that we came here to be, because our DNA is who we are. And all that junk DNA is not authentically junk. So when we're able to communicate with our DNA, we slow the process of aging and we increase the power of our immune system. When you communicate with your DNA, you'll be able to overcome opportunistic pathogens. And your body is a system, a collection of structures, cycles, and processes that relate to and interact with each other. So you are in control of all of your cells. But because of the subconscious programs, you don't realize that you are in control of your DNA and your cells. We want to take charge of our personal programs, the subconscious programs. And they were embedded in the DNA, but because of the way the body works and because of nature, people or children from the ages of birth to about 7, they're given subconscious programs. And this is embedded throughout society. And these subconscious programs are going to dictate our reality and our experience. So as we start to break through the blockages in the subconscious mind, we now are able to rewrite our personal programs. And we could take back control of our health, of our experience. We know about the law of attraction, but we don't attract what we want, we attract who we are. And when we are aware of this, you're able to start taking charge of those personal programs. And by doing this, you will begin to discover your life's purpose. You see, the controllers of the narrative got us into that matrix lifestyle. And because of the matrix subconscious programs, many people were not on their life's purpose. They did what they were supposed to do, quote unquote. How many of you does that resonate with? You did what you were supposed to do because of what society, what the programs of the matrix reality were telling you to do. And you lived a certain way and you did certain things. So when we discover our life's purpose, we might experience a career change or maybe an evolving of one's career. We see relationships dissolve that no longer serve our greatest purpose. Many people, and this has been communicated to me, and maybe those listening to this resonate with this statement, that people got into relationships because of the matrix programming, and they got trapped into these relationships that did not serve their greatest purpose. So many people, and this DNA activation has been happening around the world in the last few years. And we've been seeing the changes in the sun and the energy that's present. And we're seeing the changes via the Schumann resonance. But people in the last few years, especially since 2012, have been aligning themselves to a higher mission. We align with a higher mission, one that serves the greatest purpose for ourselves and for all. Some of you have heard these terms, service to others and service to self. And in the matrix reality, with the agenda of narcissism. People were programmed to only serve themselves. Now, you are supposed to serve yourself, but when you serve yourself and serve a higher mission, synergistically, you will become the person that you came here to be. And many people are aligning with this higher mission. When we pick others up while we pick ourselves up, and we all are expanding conscious and we raise our vibration when we align ourselves with a higher mission, because there's so much more to this reality than we were led to believe. In the past, on the matrix cycle, we'll call it, they start at a young age and they pump stress to school. Then you finish school. I'm done with school. Yeah, but you're not finished with the matrix. Stress for work, stress for relationships, and put you in the grave. And they put you on this fake clock that you're going to run out of time. And they push you. School, work, relationship, grave. That's the end. But this is only a subconscious program. Because there are other beings that feed off of your energy. And they feed off of the fear. When we align ourselves to the higher mission and we stick together, we remove these negative programs and beings, and everyone gets to take back their everyday life experience. When you're activating your DNA, you can awaken intuition, ESP, psychic gifts. Some of you on your journey, you might not have been born with some of these psychic gifts. But then you're realizing later in life, all of a sudden you develop these gifts. Maybe over time you start to see certain things with your eyes, something visual. Maybe even if it's only a flash of light. Maybe something that looks like glitter. Maybe looks like just nothing, like a black ball. Maybe certain things that move quickly in your peripheral vision. But you never saw these things before. Because certain things are awakening. Your DNA is awakening. It might not be certain things that you see. Maybe it's something you hear. Maybe you're experiencing ringing in the ears. Maybe you hear certain sounds. Maybe you hear spoken word. But you weren't able to hear these things when you were born. And now later in life, you're able to experience these things. Or maybe you're experiencing the gift of feeling. To feel clearly, the power of clairsentience. You could just feel things. Dr. Bruce Lipton said language was designed to hide feelings. Because we as humans, just like all the other animals, are able to feel vibration. And that's the power of clairsentience. You can't even put it into words sometimes, but you can feel things. You can feel a person's energy. You can feel. What is the narrative? Is this truthful? Is this fake? Does this serve my greatest purpose? Is this an attack? That's the power of clairsentience. After all, light warriors, I don't have to know who you are. I can feel your energy. Remember that one? That was a good one. We'll go back out to the front line. Clairsentience is important during these times because there's so much fake information out there, and there's no left or right. There's not one or the other. There's infinite possibilities, and you are in control. You are your own authority, and you have to use class sentience to be able to navigate these times. When you're activating your DNA, you will reclaim hidden talents and skills. Some things in your everyday life might come to you very easily. And over time, maybe as a child, they originally came to you, these talents and skills, easily. Maybe as you awaken or activate your DNA, you begin to awaken these talents and skills. And you say, oh, I never knew I could do this. I never knew I could create this, draw this, build this, play music. Whatever the hidden talent and skill is, because in your DNA lies the information from your past lives. And there are certain things that you will see in your everyday life come so easy to you. And then there are things that are almost impossible. Can't do it. Can't do it. That's what you came here to learn. What are the things that cause you trouble? You're here to release negative past lifetime imprints. They're part of your DNA. And when the energy is flowing through you, you will be able to release these negative past lifetime imprints. We carry them with us, almost like karma, and it weighs us down. This is a dense energy. So that's why this information wasn't readily available for all people. All the improvements that you can have during your everyday life journey when you activate your DNA, being able to take control of the aging process and your immunity, taking charge in rewriting subconscious programs so that you do not constantly get stuck in this loop over and over and over again. You keep repeating the same thing. It might happen in many aspects of your life, or maybe only one. We're accelerating the evolutionary process. Evolution can happen very quickly, and abilities can be developed when the DNA is awakened. We're living in authenticity, discovering life's purpose, aligning us with the higher mission. Awakening these gifts that will make our journey easier. Reclaiming the hidden talents and skills that we have in the past that we can utilize during this lifetime to help improve our experience. And we release karma. We release these dense energies that weigh us down. The controllers of the narrative did not want our people to know this information. And we have to be grateful for those, the pioneers that came before us. People like Dolores Cannon and Dr. Bruce Lipton that talked about whether it was DNA activation or epigenetics. Because all of this can improve your everyday life. And this information should not be hidden from the people. However, it should be given to all the people so that they don't have to constantly go on this cycle of karma over and over again, be placed into the vibration of fear so that their energy can be siphoned away from them. You know, empaths, we're not here to be an energetic snack for the narcissists. Right, Light Warriors? So, what do you guys think about this one? Leave some comments on your experiences with DNA activation. If you like these types of cinematic adventures, I know a lot of you stated that you like to see my face. I like to see yours as well, but we're all scattered all over the world. These types of videos are a lot easier to gather thoughts. I hope you do appreciate when I do go out on the front line, because I do try to bring the energy of nature, and I show the power of authenticity. So I usually do a video in one take, and when you're out in nature, there's a lot of external things that are distracting, and anything could happen at any moment. But maybe I'll make a video soon of all the things that I haven't shared, and make a big video collection of all these things that I haven't added to the channel yet. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation of DNA activation. I hope that getting some sunlight in your life, listening to improved music and sounds, and removing the subconscious programs blocking you from becoming the person that you came here to be. I hope all of this is helpful for you. If you find this message interesting, please share this message, as when you all share, our channel has been growing. This will be authentic, and this will go through the people. So if this resonates with you, share this message to others that this message will resonate with. And that is how you grow a 5D community. Remember, we cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. That's DNA. It's from within. Okay. Be conscious of DNA activation. Use it to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. Take back control of your DNA, because the DNA is not junk. It serves a purpose. So activate your DNA through light and sound, and the dissolving of subconscious programs, so that you can become the person that you came here to be. I hope you have a great day. Namaste.